All right, peace, family. How's everybody doing today? So we gotta talk about the issues with in regards to a lot of these conspiracy theories about Africa. A lot of these racist conspiracy theories. One in particular is that there's a lot of hypocrisies to it, and I understand. So a lot of people, a lot of racist people, they say things like, "Well, Africans never knew how to build a boat and go to an island. That they weren't native to Madagascar and Mauritius and Comoros and Seychelles and Cape Verde and Sao Tome and Principe." And so we would debate them and say, no, fam, that's not true. There was actually native people there, and there were sailors too from the continental, from obviously the mainland of Africa, and they were going to islands of Africa too. And people would continuously argue and be very hostile towards scientists, anthropologists, politicians that would debate them and tell them, no, you're wrong. Now, let's fast forward to 2020. We're in 2020 now. Now they're saying the exact opposite. Now these racists are saying that we were indigenous to Sao Tome and Principe, and that whites, Arabs, Chinese, Japanese, Mongolians, Russians, Turks, you already said Saudi, whatever. I said all the lists that I could say. I said Mongolian too. That they were native to Africa, and that apparently we came from Sao Tome and Principe, and we colonized every country from them, and we took it over, and then now they're taking their land back. That is their justification. This is what these crazy racists believe. And I told cats too, a lot of these white supremacists, a lot of these Arab supremacists, whatever, who would make these lies and horrible remarks, this was bound to happen. And let me tell you why this was bound to happen. The reason why is they slowly take it over. They talk about, well, you weren't indigenous to South Africa, The Khoisan, they came down south from somewhere, and same with the Zulus. But we were kind of there first. That's the same thing what they do in Egypt, Libya, Algeria, Tunisia, and Morocco. Well, y'all weren't really there. Well, the Kushites, maybe. No, actually, no, you were a little bit south. And you came over, you took it over from us. And then they'd be like, oh, well, the Sahel, up to Senegal. Yeah, well, that was kind of ours too. And then now the Horn. Oh, the Horn of Africa, Sudan, Kenya, Eritrea, Ethiopia, South Sudan, Somalia, Djibouti. Yeah, well, you kind of there. Liberia, the Guinea Peninsula, or by Guinea, Gulf of Guinea, Liberia, Sierra Leone, Ivory Coast. Yeah, well, you weren't really there too, so it's kind of ours as well. Nigeria, Ghana, Benin, Togo, and the Cameroon. Well, y'all weren't really there. You were in Yaoundé. Okay, well, we're in Yaoundé. Well, you weren't in Yaoundé either. Well, you were in the Chad and Central African Republic in the Congo. Then they take that over. Then they go down south too. Well, you weren't really in Rwanda, Burundi, and Tanzania. Well, you weren't really in Madagascar either, in the islands. Well, you weren't really in Angola, Zambia, Zimbabwe, and Namibia, and Botswana, and Lesotho, and Eswatini. And then last but not least, they take over South Africa. And now they believe these lies. And this was bound to happen, bro. This was bound to happen, G. And I told the people back in the day, bro, like, don't let these people come out with false innuendos, false news and stuff too, because it's gonna exacerbate. They're gonna lie so much where they believe it's the truth, and nobody checked them on it. And this is what we get now, unfortunately. And now we got cats too in China saying stuff like, "Yeah, well, we were here first and stuff." We don't say that to you. We've never went to China or Japan or Mongolia. Shit, don't worry, I don't got the corona. But we don't say that shit to you. Saying stuff like, "Oh, well, we were indigenous to China." No, that's kind of stupid, man. Because we're not. I mean, that's just biological truth, man. And that's just, if you learn anything from science, it's not true. I mean, I can't change it, you know. Even if you stay there, like people say stuff like, "Well," and I know some people say stuff like, "Well, the Ethiopian Jews, bro, you know, they shapeshifted." It was a shapeshifted. Well, how they shapeshift, man? Yeah, they came from Israel and they shapeshifted into Ethiopia. That's why they look like you, Teodros. People don't shapeshift, man. Let's think. Let's keep it a buck. If that's the case, in the Romanies in Central Europe and all over Europe that came from India 1,000 years ago. I'm not sure. I think it was because of the caste system or something like that. They were migrants and stuff too. If that was the case, then they would have been the same as white people in Europe. But when you look at them, they look like they're still Asian. So that's another topic of the Ethiopian Jews, bro. They're just like any other black people, any other African Ethiopian, you know. They're native there, you know, they're just different religion. It's all what it is, man. I mean, I think ethnically, I think they are Amhara. I believe, I don't know, some people say they are Oromo too. I'm not sure. I mean, from what I can tell, they look like they're both Amhara and Oromo. I mean, y'all can leave in the comment section and let me know what's up. You know, maybe I'm missing something, you know, because some people say they Falasha, some people say they this, they that. It's complicated. We got a complicated history. I know black history is very complicated. African history at that, African politics. And they're trying to erase that, unfortunately, because it is complicated. It's complicated, but doesn't mean that we should erase it. You know, some people say, well, we should learn about the technological advances in Africa before other people came. Well, we should learn, because every other group learns about their technological advance. We learn about European technological advance, and I don't have no problem with it. But shit, if we do the same thing too, that's bad. We have contributed a lot too. That's same with in North and South America too. That they've contributed a lot too. Same with the Pacific Islands, but in Australia. But no, oh well, no, you shouldn't teach about that. Well, why? We've contributed a lot to the society. You say, well, back in Africa, no, be quiet. You are trying to exploit the image. Okay, stay in your lane, because I don't go to white people be like, well, back before we met blacks, they were acting like this. Like, we ain't doing that shit. So stay in your lane, I stay in my lane. We cool. We cool. All right. See, it'll be good like that before we get checked. Anyways, family. So have a good one. God bless y'all. Stay safe. Stay warm. It's quarantine. And I say warm. It's May 1st. It's hot. Stay cool. Stay cool and just, yeah. I know it's lonely during quarantine, man. I'm feeling it now too. It's been, oh, you know, you just get crazy over here when it's a little bit lonely, you know. Anyway, so y'all have a blessed one. Stay safe and stay warm. Stay cool.